And Greater Cincinnati, as you know, has a ton of good spots for some staycation fun and food. And a new Cuban restaurant is proving to be a hot destination. Amador's owner, Nick Pasola, gave us a taste of Cuban cuisine and culture right across the river. Summer is the perfect time for a staycation in Cincinnati and northern Kentucky, and the transformation is really turning Newport on the Levee into a new spot with Cuban vibes and a trip back into time at Amador Cuban Restaurant. So Nick, you told me that you want it to feel like I'm coming on vacation when I walk in here. Tell me how you've done that for us.
Yeah, so a tremendous amount of research and, on restaurants in South Florida, a lot of Miami influence here, but really, just a tropical vibe. So you can see that with the hanging plants. We have palm trees, a monkey light. We're near the water. There's something about that's just so calming.
Now, you are not a stranger to the restaurant business. This is your third restaurant here in Cincinnati. Yeah. What went into making this one completely different from your other concepts?
Yeah, well, so during the pandemic, just like many people, reflected on what was meaningful to me and what I was passionate about. And the big thing was I wanted to create concepts that were truly special to the neighborhood, the space, and design everything from the food, the drinks, the decor, the style of service to fit that area perfectly. We have a few highlights from the menu. Yeah. What are we looking at here? Well, of course, we got to have the best Cubano you've ever had. So our Cubano, we use locally sourced bread, and it's pressed on a plancha. You gotta brush it with a little lard, Sorry, it's not healthy. Make your own pickles, Swiss cheese, all that good stuff. Those are Maduros. They're sweet plantains, so really ripe plantains, and then you fry them up, and they get a nice little brown crispiness. Is that an empanada or something else? That's a beef picadillo empanada. Oh, okay. It's ground beef, but there's some olives and peppers and onions and some other Cuban seasonings. A smoked aioli right there. Now, are these also plantains back here? Yeah, there's a lot of plantains all over the place. Yeah, well, that's part of Cuban cuisine, right? Very important. Yeah, so we have plantains in a bunch of ways. So these are not ripe. These are green plantains, and then we shave them and then fry them, and they're chips, and we serve them by themselves, but also with our ceviche. This is a shrimp ceviche, just one of our small plates. Now, if I wanted to order a special cocktail, I know it's going to be cuisine, coffees, and cocktails. Yeah. Say it's happy hour. What would you order to go with some of these things? Yeah, well, because we're getting the Cubano, I would say we'll get a mojito for sure, and also a Cuba Libre. So Cuba Libre is kind of like a rum and Coke, but we of course have to put our own spin on it. So ours is probably the best Cuba Libre we've had, and a mojito as well. Oh, wow, thank you. That looks delicious. So, still a couple more plans for things in the future here at Amador. Tell me what's going to be coming later this summer, maybe. Yeah. So next week we'll open La Ventanita, which means the little window, and that is going to be like right in this what I call the alleyway, and you can get to-go food there, Cuban coffee, pina coladas. We have a stage here, and we're going to start getting some live music flowing. It's like a whole new day over here at Newport on the Levee, wouldn't you say, Nick? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's been completely revitalized, and I think it's the absolute best version of itself. We're really excited to be part of that. Yeah, very good. Well, cheers, Nick. Cheers. To all your success. We'll have a little bite to eat, and we'll see you later from Amador. It was kind of neat tasting the food, of course, but talking to him about where they got all the little touches, like cigar boxes and thrifting for old suitcases. He found a guy who has had a huge collection of old cigar boxes, like antique cigar boxes from Cuba. That's really cool. Yeah. Now, did he say he's from Cuba? No, Nick is from Chicago, but he's been here in Cincinnati. He also owns Revolution Rotisserie in Pleasant Ridge, and Milkman. The one, is it Milkman? I think I've drove by the burger and shake place. They have boozy shakes and burgers. Yeah, and over the Rhine. Yeah, so definitely different vibes. Yeah, he's bringing a little something different, Cuban food to the area. It's great. I can't wait to go back. I felt like I was on vacation, even though I was working. I'm already going. It was nice. I know. I have to put it on the list. Yummy. It looks delicious.